Hey guys, Spaceman Spiff here with another episode of Spaceman Learns. We have episode number 4 where I learn Starcraft. So, in this game we have the Zerg player Kit Fox against the Terran player Fantasy Boy. So Fantasy Boy versus Kit Fox. I'll try and remember that throughout the game. And this is going to be a Terran versus Zerg. The map I believe I'm familiar with. I think this is Fighting Spirit. I hope it's Fighting Spirit. If not, then I'm sure I'll be corrected. I'll figure it out after the cast, of course. But either way, I am familiar with the map. So this is not one I need to talk about too much right now, I don't think. Looks like I imagine the natural expansion will come down pretty quickly from the Zerg. I'm going to be watching for the Zerg gas timing. I feel like I have a bit of a better understanding of Zerg openings right now, and I want to solidify that understanding because the Terran ones I'm still unfamiliar with. I don't know, I haven't picked up on them as much, so rather than starting to learn the Terran build orders, it's right now I think probably, well, like I just said, I'm just going to figure out the Zerg one and then move on to the next step from there. So we have an Overlord coming out, a couple drones, no gas yet. The Overlord scout is going south, so the Zerg is going to scout the Terran player about as quickly as possible. And our Terran player also has not built gas yet. He has the SCV moving up, and he's building a barracks way up here. I don't know if this is to wall off so we can get a quick expansion, or if this is a proxy. I suppose it could be both at this point. We have another SCV coming. Supply depot. Okay, so it looks like he's walling off here, so he's going to fast expand. Up here we have the spawning pool going down. Still no gas, so we're not going for Zergling speed quickly. I think that's definitely clear. We have more drones coming. I feel like the Terran player is going to get aggressive with this barracks. I feel like this seems like Marines are going to be going north. I don't know. Set up the wall anyway for later in the game. There's the gas timing. Spawning pool is halfway done. We have a hatchery, I imagine. Looks like we're going to have a hatchery going down. Another Overlord. Or it's still the same Overlord coming down. Alright. Is this going to be another supply depot, or is this going to be a burrow? The Terran player has scouted the Zerg. He sees the hatchery timing, so that's a big win for him. Gets there just in time to see it as it's going down. We have gas on the way. The spawning pool's done. We have Zerglings on the way, just 2 of them, and then more drones, so that's enough to push away the SCV, but not enough to do any push. We have a couple Marines out from the Terran player. We're going to have 4 pretty soon, and another supply depot is down. Looks like the Overlord is sitting in the middle. This is easy pickings for the Marines if they come south. Looks like Fantasy Boy? Yeah, Fantasy Boy is unaware of the Overlord in the middle of his base, though. He definitely doesn't have vision of that. Okay, and he's backing out, so it looks like that Overlord will survive. Alright, I was right, I called it. We have 3 Marines and 2 SCVs moving out on the Zerg player. Still no wall off here, but the Zerg is completely committing to this expansion last we saw, right? A couple more Zerglings on the way. Zergling speed on the way. The lair is about 1/3 through, but wow, the hatchery's gonna go down? Is it gonna go down? You're gonna build a bunker, right? Yeah. Build a supply depot as well? No? Our second bunker? Just to... This looks like trouble for the Zerg player. I don't know what's gonna happen. 4 Marines now. Bunker's gonna get down, and there's no way these Zerglings are gonna be able to take out a bunker with 3 SCVs to repair it. This looks like trouble for the Zerg player. This might be a quick game. Let's see. 500 health, it's going down. Some Zerglings, I guess cutting off the rally point a bit, but it's not going to make a difference. Yeah, the expansion is down for the Zerg. There's nothing you can do about it. More Overlords on the way. The lair is up, so I wonder what tech structure he's going to go for. Is he going to go for Mutalisks? There's still no expansion for the Terran either, so I guess he's not too far behind. see. Hydralisk Den. Alright. Alright, so we're going to see some Hydralisks, maybe some Lurkers eventually. I wonder if... Yeah, some Hydralisks will probably be able to break it here with the high ground, right? I don't know. This will be interesting. More Zerglings on the way. Hydralisk Den is almost done. There's still 2 Zerglings here, and they're able to pick off another Marine. So they're doing well. Oh, and this is undefended. Get in. Get this. Oh. That Marine's probably going to get a kill here. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Well, 2 Marines for 1 Zergling. That's still a win for the Zerg player. But all of these are just stuck in his base. There's nothing you can do about it. 4 Marines and 1... Sorry, 5 Marines and 4 in the bunker. We have more Zerglings coming up. I guess you could go for a run-by and try and just get straight in there. That might work. And just leave a couple of units or have enough back here that... Yeah, run-by, run-by. Yeah, those 5 Marines aren't going to be able to take out his production here. I don't think. And now these Zerglings are going to deal a lot of damage. Oh. No, the wall's not up. Wall's not up, bunker's not up. This is a nice counterattack from the Zerg player, who is named Kit Fox. Kit Fox. Alright, this is going to be a tough fight. I don't know how well Zerglings trade in this spot. Looks like they're doing pretty well. No. No, the SCVs did a lot of damage there, and the bunker does go down. But we do have 2 more Zerglings. They're going to be able to poke and prod a little bit, probably. Get in there. Deal some damage. He's probably up here macroing. Oh, there's a fight going on over here as well. Hydralisk is out, but... Yeah, once these 2 Hydralisks come, I imagine this will be pushed back pretty quickly. I don't think he has a whole lot to worry about here. The Overlords shouldn't go down now. This is an easy hold for the Zerg. I think. Yeah. And the push has been held, the Zerglings have been killed off. The Terran player must be ahead now. Oh, he's not building his expansion. He hasn't put an SCV back on it yet. That's a mistake. That's going to put him behind. That's a mistake. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Repairing the bunker. Just 1 Marine in there. Some Marines kind of spread out around the map. SCV over here. Alright, what's the play from here for both players? I guess the Terran can just keep pumping out Marines for now. He's definitely ahead. He's got the Academy coming down. Okay. Okay. This is almost done. Still has this bunker outside the main with a couple units, but there we go. The Lurkers should be able to break it. Does he get under? He gets under, yeah. So the Lurkers will definitely break the bunker. I don't think he has scan or sweep, right? No. Yeah, so this is going to go down. About time, and I'm sure the Zerg will expand the moment it does, unless he's going for some kind of all-in. No. Oh no. Alright. Alright, so the Zerg is expanding right now. Definitely behind the Terran player. He's getting his ComSat station. He's got one here as well, 2 ComSat stations, so he's preparing for the Lurkers. He wants to have that ability to reveal them. But he doesn't have much of an army, at least at the front base. A bunker at the bridge, I like it. I like it. Bunch of SCVs queued up. This barracks is almost done. This one's done. Do we have anything coming out of the academy? Not yet. So much to watch. Let's see, expansion, good. More hydras? Nope, more drones. He's droning up, and the spire is coming down. Looks like there's going to be some kind of lurker harass. He's trying to sneak them around. Oh, he's got overlords. Overlord drops, sorry. So we can only bring 2, but this is going to be interesting. He might get a couple big kills here. Is this a normal play? I know people do Reaver drops. Is this standard? And is this gonna... Yeah, nice play. Distracting him a little bit. Hopefully draws a scan here. I bet that's what he's hoping for. What do they cost? 100 mana? So he doesn't even have the mana for the scan yet. Nice. If the Terran player's not watching? Oh, look at those reflexes. Well played, fantasy boy. Well played. Marines are not sure how to deal with this right now. This is going to cut off a lot of income. This is going to pull the Zerg back into the game, I think. So we have 2 lurkers over here. It looks like he's preparing for another drop with that Overlord. The Comsat station's going to go down, so he's only got the 1. It must not be 100 mana. Oh, it is 100 mana. Not even 100 mana. He just was prepared. Sorry. Another scanner sweep. Let's see. So this one's almost out of mana. It's now down. 1 lurker still survives, so all income's cut off there. This is completely oversaturated, I think. He still has mana for another scanner sweep, but he doesn't have the army to move in and kill it. Those Marines are dying too quickly. Up here, he's safe. The expansion's running. Wow. Do we have Mutalisks? Yep, Mutalisks on the way. And 2 more lurkers going to be in the base, I think. I think the Zerg player might have crawled back into the game. He's definitely ahead now. At least I feel like he's ahead. If he can get some damage done with these Mutalisks as well. What is that? 4? More coming. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 8? No. 7 Mutalisks. Another Overlord drop in the main. Is he going to go for it? The missile turret will cause problems. Yeah. Wow. This is pretty bad. The Terran player needed to get that turret or some detection down a little bit more quickly. That Overlord drop. Even without Overlord speed, which I would think you normally get if you're going for drops. Let's see. No more tech structures coming down. Just sticking with Mutalisks. No 3rd base even, which is surprising. There's going to be a lot of Marines in this base. I'm not sure Mutalisks are going to be able to deal too much damage. He should be building a turret around here. Because if you're the Terran player, what are you thinking at this point? You've seen a couple lurkers. You know the Zerg player's back in the game, and he's going to be going for something else, right? You haven't seen anything but 3 lurkers for like 5 minutes now. So you've got to be expecting Mutalisks. So why... Okay, there it is. There's the turret, and it is down on time. But still, the expansion is completely undefended. Okay, another missile turret, so... He was right, he was just 15 seconds too late. Even though the Mutalisk ball is not dealing any damage right now, it's just flying around. Looking for SCV picks. Like, maybe it's not the play, but I would have maybe gone for the refinery. I guess moving around makes sense. He's going to come in on this side. It's much less defended. Pick off any reinforcements as they come in. Destroy this missile turret as well before it goes down. Come on. Nice. Nice. Yeah, the missile turret's down. Infantry attack is on the way, so that'll be big if we do get to that point, but right now the Mutalisks seem pretty ahead. Lots of Marines on the way. Still no stim packs, I don't think. Machine shop almost done at the factory. Another Marine down. Lurker is still alive, still shutting down any expansion here. Gonna kill the Comsat station again. And this must be so frustrating as a Terran player. His main mineral line is very, very well defended. The Mutalisks will not be able to get in there, but he just can't stop this. There's nothing he can do. Nothing in the bunker. Like 2 Marines. Ugh. There we go. Okay, he got the Lurker. That was his goal. He used to scan. He picked off the Lurker. Now he just has to deal with the Mutalisks. But what's going on in the Zerg base? More Mutalisks, alright. We have no upgrades on the way, so it's still 0-0 Mutalisks, I believe. Yeah, and no 3rd base, which I would have expected the Zerg to have thrown down at this point, so... That's interesting. The Terran has finally pushed the Mutalisks back. He's saturating the expansion, but there are a lot of Mutalisks gathering outside his base. I don't think he can hold this off. So the bunker and the missile turrets are down like it's nothing. There are a couple lurkers in position now. We have 2 missile turrets going down at the expansion line, so that'll be important. We have another missile turret going down here. The lurkers are just going to cause so many problems, though. Does he have mana for it? He does. I think he does. But look at these Mutalisks. How can he possibly push this back? Okay, stim packs have been researched. Missile turrets. Oh, there are 3 of them dealing damage right now. That's not good. That's not good. Wow. Is he going to... Yeah, take out the next one. This mineral line's going to be down again. I don't see how the Terran player can come back from this. This seems catastrophic. Oh, maybe there's not as many Mutalisks in that ball as I thought there were. Yeah, pick off all these SCVs now. Those Marines will go down. No, you're not going to engage that, eh? Maybe on the Marines 0-0. A bunch more Mutalisks on the way. Just take the time to get one more. Just throw down a hatchery. I think he just should throw down a hatchery. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that would slow him down too much. But I feel like when you're this offensive, you have this much pressure on, and you're like, I still feel like he's pretty far ahead. I don't know why you wouldn't just sacrifice the time or the minerals that would build you, I guess, 2 Mutalisks and instead get 1 hatchery. Just throw it down right now. That's my play here. Not that I know much, and clearly this guy's better than me, but I think that should be what he's doing. I don't know why he's not. Let's see. Down here we have, I don't know, just go wipe them all out. That's more Mutalisks than he can deal with. We still have 1 attack upgrade now. Bunker's gonna go down. Yeah, see, he's just picking them off one at a time. This is going really well for the Zerg player, I think. But now the bunker's down. More Mutalisks arrive. The Terran player's crisis management has been impressive. I've got to give it to him. The fact that he's still alive against this is surprising to me. More Marines. We have tanks. I'm sure he does have... Okay, we have armor upgrades on the way, but I'm sure he has siege mode, even though we haven't seen it yet. Another missile turret coming down. Looks like a big drop of lurkers or of hydralisks is coming in the back. I imagine that's the play. Or is he going to morph them into lurkers over there? No, we have a whole bunch of lurkers back here, so that's going to be the draw. Do we have Overlord speed on the way by now? No. That's got to be Hydralisk speed. I imagine that's Hydralisk speed. Now I'm not so sure what to expect. I feel like if he does have siege mode, with this transition, he'll be prepared for this kind of push. Does he have enough scans to deal with lurkers? Nope. So he's not going to be able to push out. I don't know, this should still be trouble for the Terran. Let's see. He dives right in under the vision of the turret, so he's committing to this push. The bunker goes down, the Marines go down, there's still a couple Hydralisks around, but there goes the turret, so he now no longer has vision of the lurkers. This barracks is going to go down, that bunker didn't finish. Okay, so that was a nice clean push by the Zerg. He must not have siege mode there. There it is. He's got it now, so he'll be able to hold the high ground for sure. Right? Will he? No, he won't. The expansion is standing. The Zerg player jumps in to try and deal with all the reinforcing units right away, and it's going to work. He kills the bunker here. He drew out the last scan for sure. So now we have lurkers and one Hydralisk in the main. Oh, and they're going to get under in the mineral line. Look at These are gonna rack up so many kills. More Hydras on the way. We have more Hydras. Still no third base from the Zerg player, but you know, it's working for him. It's working for him because the Terran doesn't even have 2 bases anymore. He has the front door, or the main ramp, completely locked down, so the Terran's not going to be able to send SCVs to his expansion. He's going to have to scan the moment he gets this. It's got to be 50 energy. It's got to be 50 energy. Yep. Bam. And the lurkers pull back. Another one here. Wow. Yeah. I'm surprised the Terran hasn't left the game. I'm not sure. Oh, he kills off both of these. I guess there are still minerals to be mined here. The Zerg's finally throwing down his third base. Still no attack upgrades on any of these units. Or, sorry, still no upgrades on any of these units. Infantry is now 1-1 for the Terran player. So that's an edge. If he can build up enough Marines, which he does have enough barracks to pump them out pretty quickly. Some tanks on the way. They're in position, but I think it's reached a point where, like, even one tank, it's not going to stop all these lurkers if he just does another big run by like he did before, right? Plus this expansion's going, maybe it's not. No. That was a mistake by Fantasy Boy. I don't think he realized the lurkers were right there. Lost a couple Marines needlessly. And here he is. He's going for another one of these run-bys. He's going to set up here. I'm sure he has vision with the Overlords. And, yeah. These tanks are going to take a lot of damage. Both go down. The command center goes down. The Zerg's third base is going to be running very shortly. I wonder if he's going to take the time to drone. Probably not. Maybe with just the larva here. Is that the play? Maybe. Refinery eventually goes down. There's one SCV remaining up there. And you know, our Terran player, I've got to give it to him. He believes in himself. The bunker's going down, but okay, a couple lurkers are lost. Another lurker's going to go down here. So that was some needless losses, but it's still, I feel like it's insurmountable at this point. Does he have a scan? Where is it? He does not, so he's not going to be able to destroy this lurker. Oh no, don't do that. The splash damage might kill the lurker, right? If he hits the Hydralisk standing on top of it. But there goes another bunker. Nothing the Terran can do about it. Hydralisk's out front. Comsat station does have enough energy for a scan, so if he can... Ooh, that's a good play. Is he going to go for a drop on the main, or is he going to drop here with a... Oh, he's going to drop on the main. He's getting aggressive. This might catch the Zerg completely off guard. I don't know if the Zerg or the Terran will be able to survive this push now, though. With all that infantry gone, how can he deal with this? Ooh, he overcommitted. He overcommitted. Yeah, that was a mistake. Unless he can do a ton of damage with these Marines and Marines and medics. A lot of Marines queued up. They do reasonable damage to Hydralisks, I think, especially with the upgrade advantage. But it's just going to cripple him so much. Let's see, no deaths yet on any of the units in here, but there are a bunch of Hydralisks to deal with the drop. Yeah, Marines go down, and now he has no way of stopping this. No way of stopping it. The third base is going to be saturated right now. Gas is on the way. I think the play is to switch back into... Oh, he's droning up. The play is to switch back to Mutalisks now, right? Or do you just keep the lurker pressure up? I guess there are a lot of Marines coming out, so maybe Mutalisks isn't the play, but there are also going to be tanks coming, I think, yeah. And Mutalisks are obviously relatively effective against tanks. There's no way the Zerg should ever lose this game, though. He can choke him out completely. I feel like Fantasy Boy is... You know, again, the guy's got heart, but this is an insurmountable lead unless the Zerg legitimately just froze the game. Like, how could you possibly lose it at this point, right? Another barrack's going to go down. There's going to be no more production for the Terran player. He does have 2 tanks in position, so advancing is going to be tough for the Hydralisks. But, like, what are you going to do? Still droning up, so it's taking off. There the Mutalisks are. I knew they'd come. I knew they'd come. Let's see over here. More lurkers morphing in. A science vessel is out. A science vessel is out. I like it. I always like seeing these units because, you know, when I was playing as a kid or I watched as a kid, I never understood them. It was, you know, units that didn't attack and only cast spells were really, yeah, that wasn't my style. So I never really understood the science vessel, and now I've read its abilities and I've seen it in action a bit, and it's an awesome unit, so I like to see it used well. Mutalisks are now in. They can't do a whole lot to this army, but it will stop. Put more pressure on the Terran player. I'm sure it will force him to move around a bit more and make more mistakes and tax his APM. There's no means for him to advance, right? There's no, like, he's just going to run into more lurkers back here. He's giving it a shot. He's giving it his all. He's playing it well and still forcing the Zerg to take his time. But it's still not going to be enough. There's no income left against 3 bases. And at what point, I guess the Zerg has stopped building an army at this point. He's just exploiting his lead and droning up, and has been doing that for a while. So he doesn't really have the army to just smash through right just yet, especially if all the SCVs come in to soak up some damage. I guess the Zerg can't just run over this. But yeah, some drops are coming in. We do have the Overlord speed finally. Lurkers are being cleaned out. The science vessel is down to 5 health. And I bet once that unit goes down, the game's going to end. That's my call. That's my call. Let's see, he's just playing safe, I'm sure. Lurkers in his base. More Mutalisks coming. Some Zerglings have entered the battlefield, soaking up the tank damage. He is repairing the science vessel, but that's not going to save it against this many Mutalisks, I don't think. Is it? No, it might. It might. No, it goes down. The Marines are still alive and push back the Mutalisks again. But there's no way for him to reproduce this science vessel. He has no more income. There's just nothing he can do. So I'm sure that's game. That's got to be the game, right? I'm surprised it hasn't finished yet. Some Overlords taking some needless damage. It's comeback time. We have 7 Marines and a bunch of SCVs and 1 tank against the 3 base Zerg. What's his name again? Kit Fox. So Kit Fox took it down. I think he played this really well, especially considering he lost his initial expansion to the bunker rush and was trapped in his base for a reasonable time, right? He was stuck on 1 base, had to run down all those Zerglings to start putting pressure on the expansion. Really, he traded well Marines for Zerglings, I guess, but he didn't slow down the Terran expansion. And the Terran had his natural down for a significant amount of time before the Zerg was able to set his up. But he counteracted the bunker harass with a lurker harass that actually ended up winning him the game. So this was a cool game. We saw harassment on both sides of the map, and I think it was well played by both players. I definitely offered my opinions or thoughts at points. Please don't take that to mean I think I figured it out or I'm better than these players. That's what I'm thinking. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and any questions, comments, criticisms are of course welcome. If you could like the video or subscribe, I'd very much appreciate it. And either way, thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day.